Hello guys, good afternoon. Today we're going to be flying at London Heathrow to Amsterdam. Very bad weather. Send the flight plan. EGLL, EHAM, Brooksman 7 Foxtrot Porter, Brooksman 7 Quebec. The time is now 1:40 at 50 probably. We're gonna be fly at time. Yeah. 747. There we go. We're gonna be have a ground at Heathrow. Set. There we go. So we had a air flight plan inbound. So we're gonna quickly check for our flight plan. This is Heathrow Amsterdam ATC Alive virtual reality. This is our flight plan. Generate save plan, and then generate it. As soon as we are generated, it will bring us our cost index today and over CJ like center of gravity. Okay, and today we had a cost index 48 and wind is average is 98.17 and minus 11 today. So we had a block fuel on 5095.
Controller 124 request startup.
Which is absolutely fine.
Controller 1424, just confirm 0373 in the box now, please. Sorry about that.
So we had everything is on spot, and let's call for the ground anyway. So let's turn on our aircraft. We'll stand 327, sorry. And we need to turn the battery on, and the guard. Standby power is guard, and all. Auxiliary is guard.
1424, Roger sir. Started approved. Call for pushback.
So we need to turn on our APU. The first fuel pump on the left hand side is on.
Are you ready for pushback and start up, or just start up?
Is active.
We are ready for pushback and startup.
Turn the DC
Roger,
power.
1424.
APU power.
AC
power.
Is 9 and 9 at 8x.
Turn on alignment. Wait for the
first,
right.
and pushback is facing north, and QNH is 998 hectopascal.
So alignment is alive. There we go. We need to put the heading swig. Trim light is active. Your dumper is on. Utilities cabin is on. Equipment cooling is on. No smoking sign is on. Seatbelt is auto, sorry. Everything works fine, and strobe light is steady on, and logo lights is turned on. All the way down to up to the right hand cabin. We done APU is alive, active APU. So what else we need to do? We need to turn on our APU. Taxi is off. Insulation valve is on for the time, and the cruising altitude would be 23,000 feet today at Amsterdam. Minimum cruising at 200 feet. Let's check for the cabins, and we need to turn on our cabin utilities. There you go. And right, the strobe lights is working fine. So first of all, we need to set the parking brake is pull. IRS position. So the FMC, initialize reference, copy and paste. So you can see the active position will be activated, and ICEA code is Echo Golf Lima Lima at Heathrow. So gate is 327, and we are just ready to go. So destination is Eco Hotel Alpha Mike, Amsterdam, and runway is 09 left. Okay, so departure, we need to call for the clearance, Brookman's 5, whatever. So let's call for the ground clearance. Heathrow ground, good afternoon. KLM 321 video with information hotel on board QNH 09998 and stand 327. Aircraft 737-800 requesting IFR to Amsterdam as file.
KLM 321, good afternoon again. So you are clear to Amsterdam as bound by the Barclay 5 kilo departure after runway 09 left. Squawk 6256, please.
Clear to Amsterdam via the Brooksman's 5 kilo departure out of runway 09 left and squawk is 6256 KLM 321.
KLM 321, roger sir. Read back is correct. Report ready for mission sir.
KLM 321, right front. So we had clearance from the tower and the ground is alive and we have to Brooksman 7 Foxtrot, Brooksman's 5 kilo departure. The route is active and you need to next one. So let's pop up to our route is that means we had a Brooksman 7 Brooksman Quebec 2905 and then Clacton. After Clacton to Uniform Lima 602 Airways. As the same as we are planning to go from the motorway. First we need to go for the bypass or something like that, the smaller routes and the dual carriageway, and then go to main motorway after the biggest motorway. These kind of things on the airways. Basically this is a smaller route from the bypass, exit from the main route, getting to the motorway and then intersection by the biggest highways. This is same thing as we are planning to. Red for arrival, REDFA, red for executed, depart and arrival. We need to check the arrival basically according to our information from Amsterdam. Okay, Amsterdam Lunar Center is off, so runway 18 right alive. So runway 18 right, so we need to be red for 1 alpha arrival out of runway Sugal transition. There you go. Need to leg page, we need to release our hold. There is a slough and hold point, we need to delete it. No, not delete it basically, we have to put a pop down here. Exactly here. There you go. So legs is active and we need to initializing for the gross gravity and the
Control 1024, request taxi.
reverse is 1.5. Cost index as we said
taxi holding point Alpha 13 runway 09 left via link 55 Alpha.
48. It was used to we checked already for
50 to
40
the
cost
taxiways
index
for control 142.
230
Controller 1424
and
link 55
we had a minus
Alpha
11
and link 5.
today. Minus 11. The cross is
Taxi calling from review 1 left Alpha 2 Alpha 3 via link 55 Alpha and link 56 control 144.
and executed need limit. Limit will be activated +5 and derate 1 and 2. The takeoff flaps 5 and CJ is 21.2. The trim is 4.94. It was fine. And V1, V2, VR-V2 takeoff fuel is where it is 104 is minimum speed 140. There we go. And actually we're going to climb up the 6,000 feet in initial climb. The climb restriction has been given by the ATC. We need to have hectopascal. Set over radar, star, airports and the weather. See, we're gonna see the weather, how bad is it. So but it will be alright. FMC has been resetted. And then what else we need to do? We need to PA would be on, VHF 1 is active, the squawk is 46256. There you go, and stand by. Scock is active. We need to turn on our panel lights just in case. That would be work. Right, so as far as we all need to be floodlights brightness is maximums. We are pretty much to set our FMC. We set the route plans, and we need to reset from hectare per scale from other side, because in the UK we should have a hectare per scale TVP and meters is on. Alright, so flight trajectory is on both sides, and altitude is armed, is active. So what we need to do, we need to call for the pushback, and it will be ready in a second. So better pushback is active now. Absolutely great. Positions stand 237 as it is. There we go.
Control Air 142,
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you're ready.
We're ready.
Contact Heathrow approach on 18.7, bye
Ground to
bye.
cockpit. Tow is driving up.
So what else we need to do? We had a flight plan from the runway out Heathrow chart here, as we are 09 left. Here we're gonna be Golf at Bravo or Alpha to holding point will be Alpha 3, something like that. There you go. Heathrow ground, good afternoon, KLM 321, ready for push and start, sir, stand 327.
KLM 321, push start 3, facing north, QNH is 909 at 8.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Push and start approved, facing north, and QNH 09 and 908, KLM 321. So we need to set the QNH. Probably we're gonna set the QNH is 909er today, which is below the right. Hectare per scale is gonna be about 110.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking
15
brake.
15 millimeter per basically it's below the standard pressure for 15
Starting pushback and you may start engines.
millibar actual from the standard pressure, and we're probably gonna start engine. There we go. So start our engine, turn all the fuel pumps is turned on, and everything looks okay for me. To turn on first engine. Circuit breaker is right. There you go. So check the engine is running absolutely fine. We need to ready for cut off our fuel power. Ignition switch is off. As soon as it hit to 8 to 20, we're gonna be cut off our fuel. It's probably gonna be running up. There we go. It's 20. It's gonna be cut off fuel. There you go. The cut off fuel, and it's raining. Weather is not so good as well, so we need to be at active for our right. Second engine is running on, and this one is
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Parking brake is set. Thank you, sir. And we need
Disconnecting
to
tow. Stand by.
stand by. Thanks you very much. And we are ready for the second
Heathrow
engine.
ground KLM 812 just departed runway 09 right. I think at Sierra 6 or Sierra 5. Request taxi to Terminal 4.
Roger, sir. KLM 812, you are clear to taxi stand 407 via Whiskey in Lincoln.
Let's turn off fuel off. So everything is running
Taxi
fine,
to
and we
gate
need to check one
407
active,
via
two
Whiskey
active,
and linked
and
44
we
KLM
have
812.
to wait for our engine is running properly
Tow is
and
disconnected and
stabilized.
bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Thank you very much, sir. Have a good flight. Thanks.
Yes,
Ground has
link
been
44
one is,
and then
active and now
Tango
continue.
KLM 812.
and APU is off, TAC is active, installation valve is active, hydraulic pump is on, anti-ice is turned on, and the window is automatically turned on. Everything looks okay for me, and generator is active, and APU is off, and anti-collision light is on, wing lights, and the taxi light is on, runway lights is on. And also what we need to do, we need to rotate is set, and flaps is 5.
Alpha 1, 2, is that correct? KLM?
Sorry, that was
It will
KLM
be-
321.
No problem.
Heathrow ground, KLM 321, facing north, requesting for taxi active runway 09 left, sir.
KLM 321, just confirm if you take Alpha 12.
Continue holding point Alpha 12, KLM 321, thanks, sir.
Alpha 321, yeah, just continue holding Alpha 12 now by Golf Bravo.
Alpha 12 via Golf Bravo, KLM 321, thanks. So we are almost ready to go for Alpha 12. Release our parking brake, and everything looks okay for me. And we put the throttle up to 30. There you go. So one of the aircraft is behind or somewhere. The flaps is on. So right hand side window. This Air India is stand 329. There's a Turkish airline is a stand 335 somehow. So we are pretty much to go at London Tower. Is that means we have a standby frequency is ground and tower 118.7, just in case. 118.7. Stand by. We're going to the Gulf, and we pull back a little bit, throttle back because it's too fast. We are in the Gulf, and then Bravo in the first left. So today we are just planning to go to Amsterdam as as scheduled, and we are almost running late because there's no ATC available for further into Central Radar at London, so they're gonna be take off and say goodbye. There is a Bravo. We are at Bravo and we are all the way down to the end, and then Alpha 1 2 at the end. So let's check for the Alpha 1 2 here. So we are at Bravo now from the Gulf here, at Bravo all the way down to the 1 to the third right. Oh sorry, my fault, my apologies, I was just off the road because I was looking at the map and I couldn't continue to look at that our runway, taxiway basically. So there's a beautiful weather at Heathrow. There's a few aircraft is waiting to going to Amsterdam as well. Taxiway at Delta and Bravo out of Delta. It's a beautiful view in London Heathrow. Heathrow ATC is alive, active, on. Looking at the cockpit 3D view. You can see here one of the aircraft on the left hand side. So we're on the taxi speed is 30, must be on while you're on taxi, right?
KLM 812 on the blocks at stand 407, KLM 812.
KLM 812, Roger sir, frequency change 3, thank you for flying, have a great day, bye.
Yes, and thank you for your service. Bye-bye.
And KLM 321, you can contact London North Tower now, 118.7, have a great day, bye bye.
118.7, have a good day sir, KLM 321. Your settings over frequency is, there you go. Right hand side. Actually I missed the turning, I'm probably gonna be okay, 1, 2, Alpha 56, 58, 56. Heathrow Tower, good afternoon, KLM 321, going to Alpha 12 out of runway 09 left, information India, QNH 09 and 908, ready for departure.
KLM 321, Roger sir, runway 09 left, surface wind 160 degrees, 15 knots, 9 left, line up and wait.
Line up and wait, 19 left, KLM 321. So we are going to be holding point Alpha 12. Surface wind is, the wind is about 15, about 10 to 12 knots, and see the wind.
KLM 32109er left, runway, surface wind is 160 degrees, 15 knots, clear for takeoff.
Clear to take off, 09 left to KLM 321. So we are clear to take off, and surface wind is copy. As I say, this surface wind is 15 knots as well, so we are just going to be line up and wait in a quick second for...
On runway 9 left.
Yeah, thank you very much. And turn off our taxi lights. So landing lights should be turned on. So the rest of everything works fine. Looks okay, and turned on over that one. Here we go. Back to runway.
KLM 321, squawk mode Charlie, please.
Okay, squawk mode Charlie, can squawk. Positive rate. Go up. Squawk mode Charlie. 400 feet. Lock gear lock.
1,000.
1,000 feet. And we are just probably climbing to LNAV.
KLM 321, you can contact London Control now, 132.605. Bye bye.
Over to London Control 132.605. Good day, sir. Thank you. KLM 321.
Thank you, bye bye.
132.605. KLM 321. Decimal runway lights is off. Check the wiper, looking fine, and the landing lights is turned off. So under control is 103.605. Thank you. Airspeed is active, 220 knots. London Control, good afternoon. KLM 321 with you, passing 5,400 to 6,000, approximately 5 kilo departure.
KLM 321 London Control, thank you for Thailand. KLM 321, climb now, climb 230.
Climb to flight level 230, KLM 321, thank you, sir. And the flaps up. And the flaps is 30 degrees, standard barometric pressure, and the climb to flight level 230. And we are just on the flight level
038, expect runway 09, turn left now, heading 3353.
Climb 1500.
Expect runway 09,
2,000 feet
turn
from
left,
there,
heading
and,
25,
speed would be
Lexus 038.
280 knots. And we are not at the moment, we're going to be flaps up, flap 0, and then speed is 280 knots.
Flight 714 Alpha, descend now, flight level 130.
Need to prop the window heat is on, and turn on the window heat.
780, turn left now, heading 280 degrees.
Turn left 280 degrees, Air Force 78.
Taxi lights is off. Stop lights is on now. Sorry, I just missed a few mistakes before I... This is Brooksman.
Looks like 038, descent flight level all, in fact, most of up to 130 for the moment. I'll call you back to 7%. Roger, Alex, over.
So we need to turn off our wipers, so there's no need any further wipers anymore. There we go. We're climbing back to 2,000 feet. We need to be 2,500. And the speed is 302 knots. So the Heathrow is on our right hand side. So here was central London. We missed the central London views basically.
KLM 321, resuming navigation now direct to Redfern.
Direct right for KLM 321, sir. Thank you. So we are direct red for now, as we need to go for red for now. There we go. Then Brooksman's L4. There we go. We are climbed to direct red for now. There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we climb to our cruise altitude, for your safety, it's important to remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. Even if the sign is off, please keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience unexpected rough air. Also remember to use caution when opening overhead bins, as items may have shifted during the flight. We've now reached an altitude where it is safe to use approved electronic devices. Please be reminded that federal regulations prohibit the use of cellular network services during the flight. After the meal service, duty-free sales will begin. The catalog in your seat pocket describes the merchandise available today. We accept all major credit cards, US dollars, and other currencies for duty-free purchases. Due to security regulations, we'd like to remind you about restrictions to carry on baggage containing liquids, gels, or creams.
Here we go. We are announced that we are selling something, and you relax maybe until...
Another control, Papa Hotel Share Quebec Victor request.
Papa Quebec Victor, pass the message.
Any chance for direct red from position?
Yeah, Papa Quebec Victor, direct now Redfern.
Thanks. Hello, directing red for Papa Quebec Victor.
Easy Italia 1105, contact Paris,
I'm going to quickly show you where I am now, and London Central is on,
Easy Italia
and Amsterdam
1105,
Central is off.
contact Paris. Thank you, goodbye.
There is my flights. We are take off from runway 09, as we usually had turn left, then cross Wembley, heading towards the London, City London side. The Canary Wharf on the right hand side, and this is City London airports, overhead Canary Wharf. This is Tower Bridge around here, if you can see the satellite. This is City Airport, this is the Canary Wharf, the O2. And you can see here is
1780, contact Heathrow direct, frequency 119.725.
it will be Tower Bridge around here, London Tower Bridge. That's that beautiful view, London Bridge.
Contact il faut approche at
That's the London Bridge, that's the Tower Bridge.
See you next time, bye bye, Air France.
So here is the linear here of Canary Wharf.
Ryanair 914, question 714 Alpha, descend flight level 80. Looks at 038, descend flight level 80. Decent, flight level 80, Lexair 038.
So I'm going to show you the Parliament. So London Eye is here.
United 562 Tango, we are at level 270 for
Here
higher.
is a
It's 572 Tango, climb flight level 3.
place of Westminster. That's the Parliament.
370 562 Tango.
House of Lords. And if you just go for the little bit down here, it's the embassy, US embassy. Here. There we go. We are just about to be climb under the control of London Central radar. Is off. Here is my aircraft KLM 321. We are just climbing as usually scheduled, boys. So if you can see my climb rate, there we go. We are passing Stansted, and here was London, Westminster, and the other aircraft is behind me. Somehow he was offline. Yeah. So we are heading to Redfall. We are passing over Collectons, and it's a beautiful view out of London here. So you can see view out of here. We are passing overhead, literally passing to Dover.
Right, let's have 1 for Alpha 10 right now, heading 040 degrees.
So ladies and gentlemen, as remain on seatbelt, and we will be calling you in a few minutes time. So have a nice flight. Stay with us.
Right, let's have 1 for Alpha. Descend now to an altitude of 6,000 feet. Heathrow question. Standard QNH is 9 at 9 hectopascals. You got around 40 miles from touchdown. Foxtrot 038. It's around 30 miles from 25 miles from touchdown, runway 09. Descend now to an altitude of 3,000 feet. QNH in London City, 9 at 9 hectopascals.
Descent to altitude 3000 feet, QNH 909 hectopascals, Lexair 038. That's over, no ATC speed restriction. Roger, Alex 038. German cargo 219, radar service terminated, want to see you in the com now, 122.8, bye-bye.
Unicom 122.8, German cargo 219, bye-bye.
Minus 714 Alpha, descent altitude 4,000 feet.
4,000, 714 Alpha.
Ahead of me is EasyJet at 5544. There's no further ATC for him, and so he's gonna be switched back to the frequency 12.8, and I'm gonna be soon handing over to Decimal 8 anyway. So because this is our aircraft, the pilot call, the name KLM 321, destination Heathrow to Schiphol International Airport, the flight on board 1 o'clock, 1 hour schedule. The request level 23, cruising speed is M310, and that would be, the true speed will be, ground speed is a 431 knots, and transponder is 6256, altitude is 3269, like 23,000 feet anyway. Hectopascal is done, and the time online is 0042. We're going to be landed at London about 15 minutes time estimated.
Right, 714 Alpha, turn left heading 340 degrees.
Left 340 around 714 Alpha.
So there's a Ryanair.
Left side 038, descent altitude 2,000 feet. Altitude 2,000 feet, Lexar 038.
So you're maintaining 23,000 feet here. You can see around outside any aircraft. Yeah, there's a few aircraft here. No, not this one. No. So weather is above the 23,000 feet. Is beautiful, clean, and nice.
714 Alpha, turn left heading 310 degrees.
There you go. That's a duo.
You've got 16 miles from touchdown.
Here with the intersection of Dover, there's a Dover port. Here's this one, all the way down to the Dover.
That's 038, turn right heading 060 degrees, clear LS runway 09. Turn right heading 060 degrees, clear LS runway 09, your Lexar 038. Ryanair 714 Alpha, turn left heading 260 degrees, clear LS runway 22.
Left 260, 714 Alpha.
XL03 to establish localizer runway 09er.
That's 03. 8, thank you, 79, clear to land, surface winds 160 degrees, 15 knots.
Clear to land runway 09er, Lexel 03.
Ryanair 714 Alpha, re-establish and localizer runway 22.
714 Alpha, thank you, 22, you're clear to land, surface wind 150 degrees, 18 knots.
22 clear to land at wind speed around 714 Alpha.
Ryanair 76 Victor Papa is ready for to descend in about 10 miles.
Ryanair 76 Victor Papa, roger, descend flight level 240.
Descending to flight level 240, Ryanair 676 Victor Papa.
Cannon 321, radar service terminated, follow to Unicom 122.8, bye-bye.
Radar service terminated, Unicom 122.8, goodbye sir, thank you. So 122.8. Switch back to Unicom 122.8, thank you sir. One 22.8, thank you. So we're gonna start descent at 13,000 feet. Start descending to 2,000 feet and reduce speed is 280 knots. Inbound slope is 13,000, yeah, to descending. Pass the message and KLM 321 descending flight level 130 at slot. So KLM 321 on 18 right via Sugal. Sierra Papa Lima by flight level 70. Traffic. So we send the message and it's so we are pretty much to go and we are start descending. Let's call for our menus, extras, others, sorry, announcement.
From the flight deck, we're about to begin our descent. Please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts for the remainder of the flight.
been our pleasure to have you on board today. I hope you enjoyed the flight. From the flight deck, we're about to begin our descent. Please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts for the remainder of the flight. It's been our pleasure to have you on board today. I hope you enjoyed the flight.
It's going to be descend at 7,000 feet. EasyJet 5544. You can see here. Start descending. We'll just keep descending at 7,000 feet by level by Sugal, and then we're gonna be head at Sierra Papa Lima. So we're probably gonna head on Sierra Papa Yankee to intercept the localizer afterwards, not Sierra Papa Lima. Let's cross for the Sugal to Sierra Papa Yankee. GB. Section after Sugal. There you go. There you go. Activated Sierra Papa Yankee. Sorry, I need to update it for this EHAM traffic. KLM 321. Sierra Papa Yankee. Flight level 3,000 feet. Runway 18 right. ILS approach. So we are just heading to Sierra Papa Yankee because 7,000 and at Sierra Papa Yankee will be 3,000. Before we go to Sierra Papa Yankee, we need to set ILS frequency on. EZY54. So we had a request from EasyJet from Sierra Papa Yankee. We need to reduce our speed and 540 knots. To descending at 3,000 feet. To 700 feet per minute. Standard bureau pressure is 1008. This aircraft is requesting first. And we need to set the frequency 1110.10. It's on. 1110.10 is active. And 184 is course is active also as well. So we need to quickly initializing for everything is ILS frequency is on. Active or airspeeds is, there we go, 30 flaps and 139 the final speeds and legs. The Sierra Papa Yankee 7,000. Need to be heading 6. Reduce our speed 220 knots, and the speed brake is active. The standing rate is 1,000 feet. 1,200 feet. 900 feet, sorry. Because we had a 21 mile to go. We're gonna check over 644 620 instead of Sierra Papa Yankee. We're gonna head off descending 3,000 feet quickly as possible. So send the message as speed brakes, and the landing lights is turned on, runway lights and landing lights. EHAM traffic EGLL 321 at 2000 feet by EH620 ILS 18 right number 2.
That's gonna go.
So we are 2000 feet. EZY 5544. Are you at 1 end right? So we are reducing our speed is 190 knots. We're gonna be set approach. There you go. Active our approach. You're gonna be alright. So we need to be speed as 180. We are on the localizer, and here we go. We're gonna be turn left on the final. We'll be reducing our speed 150 knots on the localizer, channel 2. And we are standing our gate down, seeing our gate down. So we are at final 18 right. So airspeed is active, glide slope is going to be active soon. So we are at 100 flaps are active. So Speed brake is restrict and armed. The glide slope is active and flaps is retracted. There you go. Yes, the wind is too strong. Retract the flaps. And we are pretty much to go. Channel 2 active. So we are reducing our speed 139 knots. Retract the flap is 30. This is our final flaps. We are landing at Amsterdam Schiphol International Airport, so we're gonna be announced in a second. There we go. Menu, Strauss FM remote settings, announcement. Captain release for landing.
Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for landing.
And the turbulence as well.
The captain has to prepare the cabin for arrival at this time. All large devices must be turned off and stowed. You may continue to use small IoT devices.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are going
But they
to
must be
an
unplugged from the
area
outlets
of
and airplane mode.
We have passengers to please
Also,
remain
please make sure your
seated
seatbelts are fastened.
with your
Back to the tray
seatbelt
table
fastened.
upright,
Thank
head
you.
rest is lowered, and foot rest video monitor is stowed. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival and be seated.
Thank you. So quite strong wind, and I'm just going to be control my aircraft. There you go. So very strong wind here.
Approaching 18 right.
Thank you. 18 right, sir. Thank you. It's very, very strong wind. If his wind is too strong, you have to control your aircraft before you.
Too high. Too high.
Thank you. So my aircraft is strong
Too
wind,
high,
so
too
we need to
high.
control our wind.
500.
Unstable. Unstable.
Stable because if it's strong wind. 400 feet.
300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20.
Long landing. Long landing.
10.
9,000 feet remaining.
There you go. There you go. Excellent landing. I was surprised at very strong wind and I control my aircraft absolutely gorgeous.
80 knots.
North. Reverse is back. Thank you very much for that. Great landing, sir. I was surprised that
Aircraft is parked at the gate, and the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign. We ask that you please use caution when opening the overhead bins to prevent injury from any items that may have shifted during the flight. You may now use mobile phones and other handheld electronic devices, however laptop computers may not be used at this time. Before you leave the aircraft, please be sure to check your seat pocket, the overhead bins, and the floor area around your seat for any personal articles you may have brought on board. We'd like to thank you for flying with us. We've enjoyed having you on board today and look forward to serving you again soon. Thank you and have a great day.
thank you, sir. safely, and our flaps are retract, and we are grounded beautifully at Schiphol International from Heathrow. We have a long way down to the runway. And EasyJet is behind me, so ahead of me. I was behind him. So let's send a text message. We send a text message to the next aircraft captains, and we are just see, I see you, sir. See, there's text message. I see it, and you can see the next aircraft captain is communication with me, as I was sending text message to him, and he was replying me because he was looking at me where I am, and I can see him where his aircraft. And before we landed, we had a communicated that we are decided who's going to be land first. That's how we are under the contract of radar. After radar is not available, then we have to communicate to each other with the pilot through the fax and texting, because we are on the same frequency on the comm radio. So as we see, we are at taxi via Victor. As I can see, connect tunnel slightly left and then right. Beautiful weather out of Amsterdam, if you're alive. Okay. Turn off. It's very hard to look at that. This looks fine. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show you how we did land safely at runway 18. As far as we concerned, that when we are prepared for landing above 1,000 feet, it was very strong heavy wind from northwest coming from the southeast. Basically, we control our aircraft. We must have to control our aircraft above the 700 to 1,000 feet because of according to our Federal Aviation rules, and for the IC rules, you must have to control even the visibility is 0. You must have to be land at channel 2 or 1. That's why we already press the channel 1 and 2 just in case if we are not controlling our aircraft above the 7,000 or 1,000 feet. Then the aircraft will be performed as automatically land, which we call auto land. But most of the time we not rely on the equipment that we are being recommended that you have to be land at safely on yourself. Control aircraft above 700 to 800 to 1,000 feet above the sea level. That's what we did. We're gonna go straight ahead and cross to Whiskey 5 and cross runway 18 center in a second. We are just reducing our speed, as you can see here. Whiskey 5 here. We're gonna take a left from Whiskey 5 and reduce the speed is 30 anyway. Absolutely gorgeous.
Approaching 18 center.
18 center, see? We are crossing 18 center, absolutely fine. We're gonna take a next second right and then for second left. Not the first one, the second right. To the taxi via Foxtrot 5. I had a few flights before we are making this flight, and that's why I remember all the taxi via, how to cross the runway, which way you are landing and which runway you are landing, because I performed so many flights on these routes from London Heathrow, Gatwick and also Luton. I haven't done from Stansted because the Stansted is not my favorite airport somehow. Sorry for the as far as I know, that's why I remember all the taxi we performed to get into the taxi ramp, stand into Amsterdam. So we're going to take a second left. The first left is Alpha, second left is Bravo.
9.
So then we will be going to the stand Foxtrot 5. Where is the KLM flights stands. Anyway, there's a few aircraft will be ahead of me. Probably you can see there's Boeing 747 also and 737, and there's a first left. We're not going to take this left because we're going to the second left. It will be heading towards our stand. As far as we are going to stand Foxtrot 5, taxi via Bravo, Charlie at Whiskey to via Vector. This is our stand. We're going to turn left all the way down to, so you can see we are at Bravo. There we go. So Bravo stand, take a head off all the way down to the taxi ramp. You can see my aircraft is coming ahead. This is one of the longest taxiway in Amsterdam. If you land runway 18 right or 1836 left, whichever you take or landed, it was one of the longest taxiway. So the Foxtrot stand is not the first right, the second right is a Foxtrot. The first one is Golf. And you're probably gonna see is a few aircraft ahead of me. So it's a Canadian airline, and we are at reducing our speed at 30 ground speed. The Alpha 19, we're gonna be Alpha 1504. This is the apron is Golf. We're not gonna hit into the Golf. We're gonna hit into the Foxtrot at the next right. There's Alpha 17. There's a 747 Boeing right hand side. We will be going at Foxtrot, and if we want to go to for further one, which is next to the aircraft, this is right hand side Foxtrot. I'm going to go to the Delta one now, because I changed my mind, because I would like to say that I want to see for my other colleague, which is EasyJet 5544 aircraft is ahead of me. It was on the taxi via Delta. We are going to be Delta at end of this taxi via Alpha Bravo, then Alpha to stand Delta. Take a first right and then right. the right here. And then right again. This is EasyJet. We go stand right. And then second right. On easy, I'm next gonna be parked next to the EasyJet anyway. Taxi well for 10 to the Delta stand. Is apron Delta. I'm gonna park next to the EasyJet. Parked next to the left hand side. Can park a little bit further down. Yeah. You can see there's a EasyJet 5544. I'm going to park next to it because the KLM stand is available at next to the KLM flight. Ladies and gentlemen, we are just going to be parked over assigned sign stand 15 Delta, which would be next to me, and I'm going to be parked at this is the stand. Next to the taxi Delta 43. Parked, and parking brake is on, and we shut down our engines, got our fuels, and just spot mode Charlie. Fuel pumps is off. Fuse running, air damper is off, all the switches is off, utility is off, hydro pump is off, anti-ice prop heat is off, window heat is off, and also we need to turn off already, so it is back on. The taxi lights turn on. Off, sorry, and this would be steady, and logo lights is off, wing and wheel lights should be turned off, and APU is off, and geodumper is off, and IRS is off, and then you should have to turn off our ADRS, and brightness is active. There we go. Everything is work fine. We have a securely aircraft is shut down. We need to turn off our batteries and alternatives. There we go. We all shut down our aircraft. Aircraft is parked securely. If you can see on the left hand side, and all the engine is off. and we are parked at Scioli stand. I'm gonna park for EZY 5544. I am next to you. STA and stand Delta 43. Can you see me? So I send this message to this aircraft pilots. This is A330 probably. Sorry, A320 or A319. He gonna be reply if you see the text message. He will be reply. Oh, he's log off. He's gone. Yeah, and the KLM 957 aircraft. Donald Duck. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna be shut off our virtual IVO, and then I can show you the landing if you want to see the landing at London Heathrow. So ladies and gentlemen, we had a nice flight from London Heathrow to Gatwick, London Heathrow to Amsterdam. This is our flight marks, and we are at London Heathrow to Amsterdam. Simple route, landing at 18 right here, and as far you can see that localizer frequency below at Schiphol International. The final before we get into the runway, we had a here's our final localizer, because we are below 1000 feet when we are controlling over aircraft as 1000 feet. It's not gonna be visualized on the map. So this is 18 right, we landed, and I can see it on the map. See, 18 right. Okay, so we had a Victor of exit 1, now all the way down to Victor. Then I take this middle exit on the left all the way down to the taxi via Whiskey 5 here, cross 18 right center, 18 center, cross second right, and then the second left, cross all the way down to this is Golf and this is Foxtrot. This is all KLM flight you can see, but I wasn't parked here because I have to go further down and all the way down to the left here. This is a Delta stand, and I parked here at this intersection. You can see some of the British Airways parked here, and one KLM is also parked here, and I did parked next to the EasyJet flight. EasyJet he was parked here somewhere here, and I did park is the Delta stand 43. See, and actually on my map, and I can show you where I was, and you probably could look here, Delta 43 you can see here, and here our map where we come from. As I mentioned early on, we take off and we could pass this exit all the way down to the taxi via. See the Foxtrot, this is a Foxtrot stand as I was talking about. All the KLM flight was here, then coming up from this side, and then this route, and then taxi via Whiskey 5, cross 18 center. This is the intersection I show you on the map. We had exit on the left after it landed, this one left or second or third. So here we are. Thank you very much for watching our video, and have a nice day, sir. Thank you.